Okay, you know that feeling, right? You get an invite to some big, packed party, and you just feel your soul kind of quietly pack its bags and leave your body. If that's you, then you're in the right place. We're about to break down exactly what's going on inside your head when that happens. So, yeah, let's just dive right in.
Listen, if that quote hits home, seriously, congratulations. This doesn't mean you're broken or boring or anything like that. No, it's actually a sign that your brain is picking up on something real, a psychological reality that, honestly, most people are just too distracted to ever even notice.
So, here's the absolute key takeaway that feeling, that aversion to crowds, it's not a flaw. It's the byproduct of a super complex, deeply analytical mind. You're just, well, you're processing the world on a completely different level. You're literally seeing things that everyone else is missing. All right, so to really get this, we're going to walk through a few key ideas. We'll start with what we're calling your brain's vibe check. Then we'll get into what it means to have an 8K IMAX brain. After that, we'll talk about being allergic to small talk, your unique reward system, why you're basically an emotional Wi-Fi router, and finally, we'll get into the power of quiet. Okay, first up, your brain's vibe check. What is really happening, on a neurological level the second you walk into a crowded room? Well, it all kicks off with one fundamental trait. So, believe it or not, scientists actually have a name for this. It's called sensory processing sensitivity. And let's be super clear, this is not a disorder. It's an innate biological trait. The best way to think about it is like your brain's processing dial is just permanently cranked up to 11. It doesn't just see the room, it screenshots it, records it, analyzes it, and cross-references every single tiny piece of data. There's just no spam filter.
And that brings us perfectly to our next point. This is such a great way to picture this trait. The idea that you're operating with an 8K IMAX brain. Seriously, this analogy just perfectly explains why you see all the stuff that other people completely miss. So check out this contrast, because this is where it gets really interesting. Most brains, they're basically operating in 480p. They've got this built-in spam filter, right? It just deletes like 90% of the input. Straight laughs, flickering lights, all that background chatter. But your brain, oh, it's running in glorious 8K. It's processing everything, all at the same time. That tiny little microexpression on some stranger's face, the subtle shift in the music, the body language changing across the room. It's like this full-on immersive experience that you never actually signed up for. And here's the thing, you are so not alone in this. Research shows that about 20% of people have this. That's 1 in every 5 people. Just think about that. 1 out of every 5 people you meet is walking around with their nervous system permanently set to perceive absolutely everything. So let's just get one thing straight. What you've probably been calling overthinking your whole life, that's not what it is. It's your neural network doing its job perfectly. It was designed to find patterns, to make sense of complexity that, frankly, most other people don't even register is there. Okay, so let's move on, because this all builds on itself. Our third point, you're basically allergic to small talk. And no, this does not make you antisocial. It makes you, well, it makes you anti-BS. And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? The exhaustion you feel in a crowd, it's not actually coming from the people. No way. It comes from the constant, draining work of seeing through the social performance, the act, that pretty much everyone is putting on.
I mean, think about it. In any crowd, you are just surrounded by these masks, right? You've got the "I'm having so much fun" mask, the "oh yeah, I'm totally listening" mask, and of course, the classic "I'm fine, everything's fine" mask, all while their eye is doing this little twitchy thing. Your brain sees the truth behind every single one of them, and constantly translating that, well, it's just exhausting.
So why does your brain just want to opt out? Well, that brings us to our fourth point. You have a different reward system. Yep, there's a deep neurochemical reason your brain says, nah, I'm good, to chaos, and yes, please, to quiet. See, for a lot of people, their brain is all about dopamine. It's the party chemical. It throws a huge parade for external stuff like big parties and high-energy events. But your brain, it often prefers something else, called acetylcholine. It's a different reward chemical, one that celebrates internal activity. Deep focus, thinking things through, just being alone. Your brain literally gets its kicks from a different supply. So when it looks to the outside world like you're doing nothing, your brain is actually doing everything. It is processing. It's connecting dots. It's creating. You are not wasting time. You're composing symphonies in your head. You're accessing your full operating system.
All right, next up, let's talk about why crowds feel so emotionally draining. It's because you are, for all intents and purposes, an emotional Wi-Fi router. You just feel everything from everyone. Think of it like this. Step 1, you walk into a crowd. Step 2, your brain immediately starts detecting all the emotional signals flying around. Step 3, you start downloading everyone's data, all their stress, their anxiety, their weird excitement. And step 4, boom, system overload. It's no wonder you feel like you need 3 business days to recover from a 2-hour party. But here's the twist. This isn't a curse. It's a superpower, for real. This ability to just absorb and understand the emotional landscape of a room, it makes you one of the most empathetic and emotionally intelligent people in it. You can read the subtext. You sense what people need before they even have to say it.
And all of this brings us to our final and maybe most important point, the power of quiet. It is so crucial to get this. You are not running away from life. You are running towards yourself. You know, society is always confusing being alone with being lonely. They're not the same thing. For you, solitude is something completely different. It's not empty space. It's the space where you find clarity. It's where you can finally hear your own thoughts above all the noise. It's where you actually get to meet yourself.
So let's bring this all home, okay? The next time you feel weird or out of place, remember what's actually going on. That 8K brain of yours, it's a superpower. It's giving you this incredibly rich, detailed picture of the world. And your ability to feel what everyone else is feeling, that makes you one of the most emotionally intelligent people around. And your need for quiet, that is not a weakness. It is the very source of your creativity and your deep thinking. You are not broken. You're built for depth in a world that's obsessed with noise. And that is a rare and powerful thing. Which, of course, brings us to the final question. After all this, where do you land? Are you on Team Crowds, someone who really thrives on all that energy? Or are you maybe, just maybe, proudly on Team Cactus, happiest when you've got a little bit of your own space? Look, figuring this out isn't just some fun personality quirk. It's the first step to really, truly owning who you are.